die, that decision is in the hands of the Zero, not either one of you punks."
Cade could almost smell the leader. Quag was his name, as he stalked toward them. He wore a loose-fitting tank top covered by a fur-lined jacket, and he had a tattoo of an elongated star sloppily applied over his right eye. Everything about him was coated in sickly grime. "Leave my brother," Tristan said, stepping in front of Cade. "If the Zero wants to make an example, he can do so with just one of us." Quag scoffed.
"This isn't a negotiation, kiddo. You're worth more to the Zero alive, but he'll take you dead all the same. Your parents cost him a lot of money by attracting Praxis to our planet, and because of that, we have to show what happens when someone interferes with Zero business."
"Our parents didn't bring Praxis here," Cade spat. "They weren't helping the Kaldorian uprising. They were aid workers, not freedom fighters. Everyone knows that."
"Too bad they aren't around to say so themselves," Quag shrugged, "or pay the price themselves. Now."
At his signal, Quag's lackeys raised their weapons. One was equipped with a shock baton, while the other two packed snub-nosed outpost pistols.
"How's this going to go?"
Quag smugly asked. Cade, though, was focused less on the threat of lethal weapons bearing down on him and more on the strange man who'd entered the alleyway. He was standing a couple paces behind the Zeros, a 3-foot wooden bow staff gripped in his right hand.
"Let them go,"
the man said evenly.
"Let them go and walk away from here while you still can."
Cade watched Quag turn around slowly, the satisfied grin already disappearing from his face.
"And who's this? Grandpappy?"
The strange man took 2 steps forward, and Cade studied him in more detail. He was older than any of the Zeros and wore a tight-fitting tunic the color of rust. His tidy appearance and measured demeanor were, to say the least, oddities on Keisring. Same for the weapon. Cade noticed that 3 immaculate blades studded the top of his staff, but it was still just a wooden stick with some sharp edges. While it was nice for this crazy person to intervene on his and Tristan's behalf, what Cade really hoped was that he could last long enough in a fight against the Zeros so they could escape.
"Those young men belong to me now, so I'll say this one more time," the man explained. "Leave them be and get out of here while I'm still willing to let you do so."
"You have any idea who we are?" Quag yelled. "We're emissaries of the Zero. We're—"
"Poor choice," the man said,
and in that same instant he twisted the center of his staff and it crackled to life. Cycling sparks of raw energy, dark blue and orange, crowned the top of the staff contained by the protruding blades. Capitalizing on the distraction his fiery staff provided, the man jumped on the offensive. He swung his weapon around, using the blunt end to knock the outpost pistol out of the hand of the nearest Zero. He then jabbed the same end of his staff into the Zero's torso, doubling her over. Cade was about to yell out a warning as the other pistol-armed Zero trained it on the man, but before a syllable could slip through Cade's lips, the man grabbed the doubled-over Zero and used her as a shield against the incoming fire. He then charged forward, still using the woman for protection, and when he neared the Zero who was shooting at him, he plunged his staff forward, close enough so the energy could jump from the weapon onto the man, sending him into a fit of electrified convulsions. Unconscious, he fell to the ground, and Cade could see the smoke wafting off his body. The man dropped the woman and pointed his weapon ahead, waiting for the 2 remaining Zeros to make their move. "This guy is awesome," Cade whispered to his brother. Tristan wasn't listening, though. He was staring at the scene in front of them in wonderment. Quag tried pushing his last remaining ally forward toward the man, but he wouldn't budge. "You know what?" he said as he dropped his baton. "This isn't even worth it. I'm out." He kept his arms raised in surrender as he crept by the strange man who let the Zero pass.
"You'll have no such luck with me, Grandpappy."